Hello and welcome to Chip Advisor. Yes, hello, welcome to Chip Advisor episode 35. This week we are talking about Biscoff. I am here with Mike. How are you, Mike?
How now, brown cow? Very excited at the prospect of today's episode. Already pre-record, I've heard from Harry the phrases, "I'll just make it up," and how could it be any worse than we normally are? So, high hopes.
High hopes indeed. I am also here with Lewis. How are you, Lewis?
Yeah, I'm doing all right, thank you. I've been feeling brilliant all week, but I went to the beach yesterday and caught up with a friend, and I was feeling much better after that. So thank you for asking,
good.
Phil.
Good. I note that, again, no blessings for friends or listeners.
Blessings, friends and listeners. Oh, dear.
Yeah.
I have not left the order.
Okay. And I can hear the listeners.
Harry, where's Harry? Harry!
Got several points of order. Firstly, Lewis, did you go to see the big chess? Did you just say?
No.
The beach yesterday.
Oh, the beach yesterday. Okay.
This bodes well for this episode.
Yeah, lovely. I thought you'd found one of those novelty chess sets like they have at places like Kingston Lacey, where we all remember Phil Stroke's old ladies.
Thank you.
I thought you'd said big chest, which
I wasn't going down that route.
Which hopefully has nothing to do with Phil stroking old ladies.
No, while his wife looks on and very angry.
Yeah.
The other thing is that we've had a few technical difficulties before I've come on. And do you remember last week when I told you that my laptop, some of the keys didn't work?
Yes.
Well, I'm unable to type in Lotus Biscoff into Wikipedia currently, so I genuinely am going to have to make the whole thing up. But it'll be fine because I'm not entirely sure people actually listen to our podcast for information about the food. They listen to the podcast to catch up with us for lovely chats.
Well, that's a lovely theory.
Yeah.
Or to help them sleep.
Yeah.
Harry, yeah, I do hear that quite a lot, actually. People listen to us to help them sleep, which isn't the biggest compliment you could give to something which isn't like a mindfulness podcast, per se. So, bit sad.
Well, I think it's probably the Lord is my shepherd music, if that's what it actually is. I think that lulls people into presumably nightmarish sleep, listening to our voices in the background.
So as soon as I'm introduced, everyone goes to sleep. Is that what we've? It's just like being at church.
I've inadvertently inferred that, haven't I? I didn't actually mean that to derogatize you, if that's a word in any way.
It's a lovely word.
Well, our dad used to come along to church. He wasn't particularly interested, but I think he genuinely went just to be with us. I don't think he had much of an interest, but he used to fall asleep so easily mid-conversation at home. So he would always take a packet of Roundtree fruit pastels with him just pop one in if he's falling asleep.
I really hope he didn't go to sleep during the service because, I mean, as you say, God rest his soul, but that man could snore.
Yeah.
So
Right, Harry, where is Lotus Biscoff from?
Oh, it's from Belgium.
Oh.
And it was not Spanish Belgium or whatever it was that you got very cross about the other month, Mike. But originated in Belgium in 1932 by a man. Now his surname was Boone, but I don't actually know his first name, but I'm going to call him Peter.
It was Jan. Boone.
Jan Boone. But with an E on the end, Boone with an E.
Please, somebody called Mills.
What? Jan Mills? Mills and Boone. Yeah, good. That's sort of book you buy in the bookshop at Kingston Lacey.
Yeah,
Dorset, England, UK. So he started off the Lotus Biscoff phenomenon in 1932. I presume Biscoff actually means biscuit in Belgium. We might look that up. But
I was going to ask.
Huh?
I was going to ask you that.
Yeah. So, but Lotus, because it was a beautiful flower, and that is the emblem, and that of the flower that is stamped onto the biscuit, or is it raised? I'm not. I can never remember. But obviously they're made in a mold, and the Lotus biscuit emblem is on the biscuit. And he very quickly established that the biscuits were very nice with coffee. And so I think it was advertised first of all as something to have with a cup of coffee. And
aren't all biscuits nice with coffee? I mean, I'm not a massive coffee drinker. Lewis, I know, certainly is. Is there a biscuit you could eat that would ruin a coffee?
I mean, 2 points here. A ginger nut, I think, might be too powerful and overwhelm the coffee. The rich tea obviously has pinned its colours to the mast. He doesn't want to be anywhere near coffee. And the nice or nice biscuit is your all-rounder. Phil has his hand up. Do you want to ask a question, Phil, at this juncture?
A lemon puff, also terrible with a coffee.
Right.
Lemon puff, the sort of thing your nan would have. Anyway, sorry. I had my hand up a long time ago.
You did.
I had my hand up, but you missed it, and then I just started shouting the word boon. That was a TV series featuring Michael Elphick in the 90s, you might recall.
What?
Yeah. Crucially, no E on the end. Yeah. So you're quite right. I mean, the biscuit is an accompaniment to your hot beverage. I mean, I'm not a dunker of biscuits. Do you boys dunk your biscuits?
No.
If I've got a tea, I love dunking a ginger nut or a rich tea.
Yeah.
Anything really. If I've got a tea and a biscuit, definitely
real sense of jeopardy involved with that.
Yeah, that's what I love about it, though.
No.
I think I think you're having a tea or a coffee is supposed to be a relaxing time. You really don't want to have that jeopardy. Is exactly the word. I just thought of a really good game we could have played for It's a Quiz, but in which we could see how long people would dare to dunk their biscuits into hot drinks, and the winner was the longest. But tragically, I am the most unorganized person, and I haven't set that up, so we don't need to worry about that.
Hey, don't worry about it. The joy of the Biscoff with a hot drink is that it is a very crunchy, hard biscuit, so it can take a lot.
Yeah, I don't think it was intentionally designed as a biscuit for coffee, but they obviously realised fairly quickly that it was ideal to have with your coffee, and so they started advertising to that effect. Yeah.
Was it only sort of? To me, it feels like only sort of the last 5-10 years where you've actually been able to buy them, like if you weren't a coffee shop or going to a wholesaler's or somewhere like that. Lotus Biscoff, you wouldn't just go and buy it off the shelf, would you?
No. It was it was the realm of the coffee shop you got them in. And then at some point in the early 90s, Biscoff have decided that their plan is to take over the world, and they've expanded out. And they're made in several different European countries and South Africa. And the hot news is from the Biscoff website, you'll be excited to hear, is that they're going to be moving some production to Thailand in 2026. So they're obviously heading for Asia as well, like some Napoleon-esque figure.
Is there a factory you can go and visit in akin to Cadbury World? Because I'm in Belgium this summer with the family.
Yes, you could go and see. The Boone family is still actually in charge of Lotus Biscoff. Okay. So you could look them up. You could do your Boone from the 90s joke then.
They'd love his name? Yeah,
Michael Elphick.
Michael Elphick, yeah.
Not, father of Tommy Elphick, famously played for Bournemouth.
Yeah.
But So I think Phil, you're absolutely right. It was your domain of the wholesalers that you went, your Bookers, your Macros, and you'd buy, the restaurants would buy them for their coffee.
Aside from maybe Stokes tomato ketchup, that it seems exclusive to garden centres. They're not really. There's not really a lot out there, is there? That's exclusive to small cafes, but you can't buy in the supermarket.
Well, no. I mean, we live in a world now where at the click of a button you can have anything tomorrow. Right. But I think, so I think no, you're probably not in the same way. But I mean, there's a different world in the 90s. I mean, some might argue the world was a better place in the mid 90s.
Oh, I would.
And I often do. But yeah. So they moved into the retail market, and then they've come up with a series of different products nowadays. And as I say, this is what they are. They're slowly, creeping into everybody's life. You don't need to drink coffee anymore to have a biscuit, because you can spread it on your toast if you so wish, which I always think is slightly odd.
Yeah.
Essentially putting a biscuit onto your toast in the morning.
Have you had that? Have you tried that?
Yes.
Yes.
What were your views on the Biscoff Spread?
Well, it's very sickly.
I was going to say the place I liked it the most, we discovered, if you put the spread into milk, like a milkshake.
Yes. Now there is a place in the town near where we live, Lewis, that does that, isn't there?
There is.
And I forget the name of it. Not the place, it's Blandford Forum in Dorset, but the cafe. I can't remember what the cafe's called.
Big shout out to the Black Cactus.
Yeah, Black Cactus. There are sponsorship deals available if they'd like to talk to us. But yes.
Sorry, Harry. I'm sorry to interrupt at this point.
Yes.
Sponsorship. Some of you may remember that Mike, against my will, certainly, but certainly without consulting the rest of the team, he went and got sponsorship from Burger King.
Yes, I did.
And you might be wondering what we've put those funds towards. I can confirm it's not the production of the podcast, and I personally haven't seen any of those funds. So I'm just wondering, whilst I know if Harry or Lewis, if you've seen any of the funds from the Burger King deal.
Well, the Burger King deal was brokered by Mike, and presumably the funds are just resting in his account currently, and are ready to be distributed to the rest of us.
I've just got a black card, lads. So whenever I go in, I show them the special black card, and I get a free Whopper.
Right.
Yeah.
So okay. So there's no financial sort of deal.
Well, it saves quite a lot of money in service stations.
Great. Well, as long as you're all right, then that's the main thing. That's
I mean,
fine.
that's mad, because we learned last week, Mike, that your wife has a shops on the McDonald's app, and you've got a Burger King black card. I mean, you've got all the fast food restaurants sewn up.
Yeah. Truth be told, I'm not actually a fan of it. I don't think I've ever had a good Burger King. I had one at Waterloo Station, and I said to myself, I don't think I've ever had a good Burger King.
I can't begin to tell you how much your sponsorship deal will have just been cancelled.
Next time I go to use that black card.
Because that tagline of "I've never had a good Burger King" isn't what they want to hear right now. Although I do agree.
He's only ever had a great Burger King.
Yeah,
it's rescued it for you there.
It's a very Simon Cowell-esque. Didn't like it. I loved it. Kind of.
Sorry, I distracted, but we're talking about Biscoff Spread, which is very claggy. It just like sticks to the insides of your mouth when you try and eat it.
It's like a very, very sweet peanut butter, isn't it? Really. I mean, I think overall I'm not 100% a fan. The children put it in their pancakes.
Does it melt down a bit? I mean, you could use it. You could use it for like pointing, like if you got some pointing to do on your house. That's a sort of thickness,
sort of like lime mortar.
Yeah, it's just like that. Yeah.
Well, maybe you could try that, Phil.
I could.
Maybe use some actual Biscoff biscuits for bricks. And use.
Well, I'm not suggesting using it for bricks. I'm not insane.
Well, no, but they use the actual Biscoff biscuits for bricks, and use the spread for mortar, and make a little Biscoff building.
It's like a gingerbread house, but a Biscoff house. It sounds an amazing idea.
Yeah,
but I've already got an ant problem without lining the outside of my house with Biscoff.
Oh, okay.
Actually, the gingerbread house is quite interesting, because I thought for a long time that Biscoff was actually slightly gingery, but I don't think it is.
Oh, really?
Having done all the research this morning, I don't think they are actually ginger.
Is it cinnamon or something?
Yeah, cinnamon, yeah.
No, I think it's just caramel.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So that was a slight revelation to me.
No ginger.
Yeah, and they're not ginger. But maybe I don't know. It's one of those things, isn't it? Like the orange Smartie isn't actually orange, but
Harry,
Yeah.
you said that you often think that the 90s, they were better days. If you could bring back a couple of things from the 90s and bring them into modern day, what would you bring back?
Well, I would bring back. Well, me being at school and not really having any cares in the world, that would be the first thing. That's the first thing I would do. And I would. What would I do? I'd bring. Well, I'd bring back my my first video recorder that I got in 1996, and I like to mention every week.
Okay. So basically, you need to ditch the wife and kids, move into a little bedsit somewhere with a video recorder, and
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's just it was just an easier time. I don't think you'd want to go back there, but it's just nice to remember, Okay. Those carefree days of the mid-90s. Blair was rising. Britpop was sweeping the airwaves. There was a bit of optimism in the air. What do we have now?
That's what I'd bring. I think I'd bring Britpop back.
Yeah.
And I'd quite like to make like fluorescent coloured clothing. I'd like that to be deemed sensible again.
I'd go Euro 96 and baggy jeans.
Okay.
Not sure if you've looked at the fashion magazines.
I know,
but
they are coming back. I know. I'm excited by this because they never went out in my house.
Well, I was going to say, I saw you the other week, and you had the baggiest pair of trousers I've seen since I saw, the Happy Mondays in 1993.
MC Hammer.
I mean, it was,
I've never worn a pair of skinny jeans. That doesn't appeal to me at all.
Oh, I know. I'm afraid I was genuinely thinking about this the other day. Is that I am going to, despite the baggy jeans now being on vogue again, I am going to stick with my skinny or straight leg jeans.
There seems to be very little protection amongst the youngsters, anyway, given to the ankles. Rolled up jeans at the moment with trainer socks.
Yeah.
It's still winter.
Oh, so I thought you were sort of advocating shin pads for people.
I think I'm advocating for people to wear their trousers at a sensible length.
Yeah, it's Red Nose Day today, and my daughter's gone off to school in her home clothes, as they call them, and she's essentially auditioning for All Saints. I mean, it's like she's got the baggy trousers on. She wasn't wearing a vest; it was too cold for that. But it was, there was a smaller top.
Was her hair up? Did it have two chopsticks in it?
The what?
Was her hair up in like a bun with the two chopsticks going through alternate angles, diagonal angles?
No, she hasn't got that far yet. But yeah. So in terms of fashion, we are returning to 1990s. But yeah.
Anyway, gents.
Yeah. Yeah.
Biscoff, Harry, do you have a quiz?
Well, I mean, I couldn't shoehorn mince into the quiz. So what I thought we'd play is a game of Name That Biscuit.
Okay, I will play the quiz music. It's a quiz, it's a quiz, it's a quiz, it's a quiz.
Yeah, so basically what I want you to do is we're going to go, you're all in play. We're just going to go round, starting from Phil, then Lewis, then Mike. You've just got to name me a biscuit within 5 seconds of the last biscuit named. And if you can't think of one or you take too long, you're out. And it's basically the last man standing.
Can I ask one question of clarification? Are you including like sandwich biscuits like penguins?
Yes.
Oh wow, that is
a game changer. Okay,
that is absolutely massive.
Do you need model/brand names as opposed to generic names? Because we could go down a whole host of flavors of cookies.
No. So it's just biscuit types.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you can't have white chocolate chip cookie, then dark chocolate chip cookie. Okay. But brand names of sandwich biscuits are fine.
Okay.
And then if we get bored, I'll just announce. Oh, it goes on too long. I'll just announce a winner.
All right, cool. How will you choose that winner?
Oh, I don't. I'm just going to make it up. But
Okay, cool.
it's fine. I mean, there's absolutely no jeopardy in this quiz, so you really don't need to worry about it.
Okay,
Right.
shall I start then?
Yes.
Please.
I will start route 1 and say Biscoff. Biscuits.
Okay. I will go custard cream.
Pink wafer.
Rich tea.
Dead fly, Garibaldi.
No joke about
Bourbon.
that. Bourbon.
A malted milk.
Ginger nut.
Nice.
Oreos.
Hobnob.
Fruit shortcake.
Oh, good one.
Yeah. Ooh, okay.
Oof.
Is that not? Yeah, it's not. That's not Garibaldi. That's fine. Carry on.
Brand name.
Okay, I will go for a jammy dodger.
Good.
A club.
Yes.
Jam and cream.
Oh. Okay, I will go for party rings.
A gold bar.
Pink and white.
Shortbread.
Very good. Penguin.
Maryland choc chip cookie.
Wagon wheel.
Oh, that was nearly 5 seconds. I don't know what Alex for having fun.
Have we had rich tea in the quiz?
Oh,
We
yeah.
have had Rich T. I'm afraid, Lewis, I'm going to have to send you out the quiz.
Okay.
So it's the Botto brothers. It's a classic face-off. Mike, go.
Digestive.
Oh, good.
Have I said? Can I ask if I've said? Oh gosh, Choco
5 seconds,
Leibniz.
I'm
Choco
afraid.
Leibniz. Choco Leibniz.
Go on then. Every Friday.
Biens.
Oh, the end.
Rocky bars.
Good.
Viennese whirl.
Is that a biscuit?
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying that. I'm asking the actual host of the quiz.
I'm afraid that's 10 seconds, Phil. You
Why
have
no?
an
What?
Mike is the winner.
Yes.
What? Gold bar,
I
snacks,
said-
biscuits.
Mate, play to the whistle. Play to the whistle.
The gold bar has a biscuit in.
Yeah, but,
Actually, does. Oh, I don't. Actually, does. The Rocky definitely does. Does a gold bar have a?
Yes, it
yes,
does.
it does. Yeah,
And I said it and I lost anyway. So
Yeah. Well, there you are. There you are.
Okay.
Congratulations, Mike.
Well, I'm on a hat trick now, lads. That's 2 wins in a row. Exciting times.
I mean,
Is that a win?
It is a win, Phil, because you were using stalling tactics.
I wasn't. I mean, what is it you said? You said a Viennese whirl, which is traditionally in the cake section of a shop, not a biscuit section.
No. That's definitely a biscuit.
No, you get Viennese fingers like Fox's Viennese biscuits, but
Yeah.
Mike specified a Viennese whirl, which you would find with apple pies and stuff like that.
No, you would.
Have we got anyone we can phone to adjudicate on this?
I'm
Yeah.
furious.
I'm on my phone, otherwise I would do.
Okay, all right. Well, Harry's adjudication.
Hold
as
on.
good as anyone's.
Hold on.
Yeah.
No,
It's
I will.
defi-
I will phone someone. I will phone someone. Who would you like me to phone, Phil? A
Tesco.
bakery?
Mr. Kipling.
Mr. Kipling.
I'm not phoning Mr. Kip. Okay, you know what? I'll phone Mr. Kipling. Hold on.
Surely he is definitely going to suggest this as a cake.
Well, he makes extremely good cakes. He's
Oh, he does, doesn't he? Oh, flipping heck. Don't ring Mr. Kipling. I can't.
On Tesco's website, it says that Mr. Kipling's Viennese whirls are under cakes, cake bars, slices, and pies. Certainly not in the biscuit section.
Yeah, but isn't he? Yeah, but you don't. It's oh, blimey.
Right.
Thank you for calling the Mr. Kipling care line. Your call
Oh,
is important to us. Please stay on the line and you will be connected to one of our advisors.
oh, he's
Please
reassuringly
note that in
Yorkshire.
order to record and address the feedback that you provide, we will be required to collect and use your personal data.
Feel free.
Oh,
Please press the star key now if you want to find out more about how we use your information before
No,
continuing with your
Mike.
call.
I'll give you any information you
Calls may
require.
be monitored or recorded for training and quality purposes.
oh dear.
Please hold the line.
Here we go.
and An advisor will be with you shortly.
Here we go, lads. If Mr. Kipling, who makes extremely good cakes, says it's a biscuit, then that is this sold.
Yeah.
If you are calling to find out where
come
to
on.
purchase one of our products, please press
It's a
1.
bit more specific than that.
For all other inquiries, please hold the line and an advisor will be with you shortly.
Come on. Think that's Mr. Kipling's son?
You could be hello, Mr.
Yeah.
Thank you for your-
Junior.
We are sorry to keep you waiting. An advisor should be with you shortly.
Come on, fella. Oh,
This is
oh,
nice.
lovely.
At least they didn't say due to the high volume of calls.
Yeah. This is very true.
Well, this is
Come
nice
on.
pan pipes.
Come on.
This could
Don't
take.
let me down.
Thank you for your patience.
I'm going to stick
We
with
are
it.
sorry that you have not been connected yet.
You stick
Please
with it, Mike.
continue to hold and we will answer your call as soon as possible.
Why don't you just mute yourself and we can do some. We can carry on talking about Biscoff and then come in as and when. Yeah? Mute yourself, Mike.
Appear to be listening.
We make bats and birds.
Thank you for your patience. We are sorry that you have not been connected yet. Please continue to hold
I will.
and we will answer your call as soon as possible.
I have got to go in 25 minutes. Well, no, 19 minutes actually. But we make apple pies.
Mike?
Yeah.
Mike?
Yeah.
You wanna shut up?
Oh,
You can mute yourself, Mike, and then come back.
Thank you for your patience.
oh.
We are sorry that you have not been
Or he can't.
I can mute him. I can mute him.
We will
Why don't
answer
you
your
mute him,
call
Phil?
as soon as possible.
Mike, will I mute you and you come back? I don't know if he can hear me.
Shall I put it in the chat?
Just mute him.
Well, no,
Why are you muting me?
Because he's very
and then
loud
come back
and
when they
boring.
answer. Come
Oh,
back when they
well,
answer.
we'll finish in a minute.
No,
Do you want to carry on without me for a minute?
Well, just wave
Thank you
when
for
they
your
come back.
patience. We are sorry that you have not been connected.
So I'll
yet.
mute myself,
Please continue
and then
to
I'll
hold
unmute when I get through, and you can carry on without me.
as soon as
That's
my
a good
goodness.
idea.
That's a lovely idea, that Mike.
Oh,
Oh, what good idea. He's gone with the flipping heck. What a gosh. Right. Okay.
Down the flaming pros, Benny!
Can you boys let me know when he comes back? Because I'm looking on another page for listener questions, if I'm honest. So I
Oh
won't-
yeah, let's get some questions going.
So the first question is from David, and he says, "Is Biscoff the most overrated food?"
Is it
Right,
is a bit.
I got through, guys. I was on mute, obviously. I got through. They said it is a biscuit, and when they asked for my personal details, I gave them Phil's.
Okay,
So,
good.
yeah, as you were.
Right. We were just wondering if
ridiculous!
yeah.
Right. I mean, obviously, if listeners could contact us and just confirm whether they believe a Viennese whirl counts as a biscuit, that would be great.
Well, famously, a cake goes
Hard.
hard when it goes off, and a biscuit goes soft. And I think a Viennese whirl would go soft when it went stale.
I disagree.
Right.
Fine. It's so tricky to know who's right, but please, listeners, chipadvisorpod@gmail.com. Just take 2 seconds to drop us an email, and it could just be titled biscuit or cake. Is a Viennese whirl a biscuit or cake?
Well,
Yeah.
Wikipedia wants to tell us it's a biscuit.
Good news. But anyway, yeah, do email in, and maybe we can get you on the pod next time
That's a
to
good idea.
answer the question.
That is a great idea. So
Until such time, I believe I'm declared the winner.
Yes. Wikipedia has declared you the winner, but yeah, we'll see what the listeners decide. Yes, it is overrated.
oh, that's the door. That was someone. Yeah, hang on. I'll just get it. Yeah. Okay. So tell Mike he's wrong. Right.
Okay.
So Biscoff
Yeah.
is. You're saying it is the most overrated food in the world.
Well, it's overhyped, and they're done marketing very well, so everyone now thinks they're fantastic. I mean, they're perfectly nice biscuits. I mean, they're not nice biscuits, but they're perfectly nice biscuits, if you understand me. But yeah, they're just everywhere. So I think overhyped, I would say.
So I found a website. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's called Reddit. So I found a website called Reddit this morning, and you can ask questions on there.
Right.
So I wrote a question.
I've got a great joke. Joke.
All right, go on then.
It sort of works.
Oh.
So already you're talking your joke down.
I was going to say, you're talking out loud, Mike.
Yeah, it's a bit. It's a bit of a dodgy site. It's for adults only because Reddit is frogs porn.
Don't.
Hey,
Frogs porn.
Going to enjoy explaining that to my children. But anyway.
No, Mikey, that was so not right.
That's strong.
Enjoy the editing this afternoon, Phil.
The thing is, I'm not even sure I understand it. But anyway, so I found this website called Reddit, and I asked the question: is Biscoff the most overhyped food in the world? And immediately a moderator took my post down because you're not allowed to ask pointed questions, apparently. I've rephrased it. What is the most overhyped food in the world? Hoping to find lots of people saying Biscoff.
Yeah.
These are the replies I had. Lobster.
Right.
Although not overhyped when dipped in clarified butter. I mean, specific.
Yeah, nice.
The world has been conned by the seafood industry. Lobster is rubbish. Someone else said crab meat. Someone said sushi. You'll notice that there's a bit of a theme here, isn't there?
You're on some anti-fish website.
No. Fish. Because then it goes on. Lobster. Someone says croissants. They're not overhyped, are they?
Overhyped?
I've got into croissants with Marmite recently, and it's fantastic.
That's sweet and savoury. Hang on a minute.
Me.
What?
No, Mikey, that was so not right.
Oh.
I consider a croissant to be savoury.
Well, you're very wrong there, I'm afraid. It's a pastry.
That's why I can't have a pan au chocolat. I can't have a pan au chocolat because that's sweet and savoury.
No, it's not, Mike. You're an idiot.
Pan means bread. Pan means bread.
Oh, my goodness. It's not called a pansont. It's a croissant. Oh, my goodness.
And is it nice? Sorry, the croissant with...
It's really good. That with a milky coffee. Lovely.
Okay.
Biscoff.
I mean, there are several things that I say every podcast, but that could be, and this is one of them, obviously, Mike, one of the most weirdest things you've ever said. That's up there with Alberon from The Importance of Being Earnest.
Yeah.
Anyway, the list continues.
Yes.
Quite a few people suggested bacon is the most overhyped food in the world.
Yeah.
McDonald's, especially at today's prices, says ghetto jetta. Popcorn. Yeah. Bao buns. Curry because it smells like BO. Another person for bacon. The French, just in general. Someone's just said the French. Then someone says donuts. And then someone very miserably just said practically every food is overhyped.
Oh dear.
But no mention of Biscoff. So in an official, open-ended question, no one said Biscoff. But I think
they're talking overrated there, really, aren't they? I know you've worded it overhyped, but they're talking about overrated foods. Whereas overhyped things is that they have a huge amount of advertising and people get on the bandwagon and do all that. I think that's overrated.
I think chocolate's overrated.
Yeah.
Gets a lot of love, doesn't it? And it's very, very prevalent chocolate.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's that special.
No.
Right.
Well, fair
Maybe
enough.
you're just having the wrong chocolate.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We've got more questions that aren't just about overhyped biscuits, although a lot of people agreed with David, to be fair.
Okay, good.
What is the max? Steve says, what's the maximum amount of Biscoff products you can lay on top of each other before it becomes silly?
Well, we're going to find out at your house, aren't we?
Yeah.
So, just to confirm, you want me to build a house of Biscoff or fix my house with Biscoff?
I want you to build a house of Biscoff. We're using biscuits and spread.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So sorry, I genuinely thought you wanted me to do structural repairs to my house using Biscoff.
I mean, I think
I would like to see that.
That's how it started, but I think it evolved into making a gingerbread house
Mike
with
has
the
been
Biscoff.
Okay.
You can get sandwich Biscoffs. This is the thing. That's another one of their products.
Yeah,
So
chocolate or
actually-
vanilla in the middle. Very nice.
Yeah. So if you use those, Phil, you've kind of done 50% of the work for you.
Mm.
Because you don't need to fill that but you're getting that height.
Presumably,
So that's a
they're circular, are they?
Yes.
So I'd be adding columns to my house, like
that's a good point. That's a
Roman
good point.
villa.
Yeah.
Oh, like you live on Tudor Drive.
Yeah,
Oh,
Tudor
yeah.
Tudor close. Come
Tudor
on,
close.
Lewis.
Sorry, I've been out of
Been a
all
while
for
out
a
the
few
village.
years. Yeah,
He's
Tudor
been a while out
close.
the village now. Okay.
Yeah, or plastic pillars, as we used to call it.
Plastic pillar close.
Well, we used to call that street plastic pillars because when they were being built and we went to have a nosy around, the pillars are actually plastic rather than stone.
Well,
Oh god. Oh gosh. Let's not have any
And
more
how we
controversy around
laughed
the
about
village.
that. Yeah. Yes.
So quite
yeah.
a few biscuits. Well, we'll find out. I will build a Roman villa out of Biscoff products.
Or
And
the what's the place in Athens?
Yeah.
which one?
The Areopagus. No, the
The
Acropolis.
Parthenon. The Parthenon,
Oh, yeah.
which is pillars all the way around and then a roof.
Snuffleupagus from Sesame Street.
Oh gosh.
Doctor,
No, definitely
who
not.
was
Definitely the Parthenon in Athens.
Who was the Greek doctor on EastEnders? Dr. Opadopoulos.
Yeah. Okay.
Michael, please.
That's
What's
what
wrong
he
with
was
you
called.
today?
He
Anyway,
was called
good.
Dr. Opadopoulos.
I
Yeah,
don't think he was, because you've just said two different animals and you've merged them, an otter and
I
an
think
octopus.
he didn't know that he owned the laundrette that Dot used to work for.
Exactly, he did, yeah.
And
Surely
and
it would
he
have
was
been
the doctor.
Papadopoulos.
He might not have been the doctor, actually. He might have been Mr.
Yeah. Mr.
Opadopoulos.
Opadopoulos. Yeah, anyway, okay, we can't go down this cul-de-sac.
Right,
Next
we've
question.
got a question from Joe. And Joe asks, how many Biscoff biscuits high is the Eiffel Tower, Harry?
Now, I know this.
Good.
It is,
Good.
presuming, like your building, we are going to, you're going to use them like a brick, so it's going to be flat.
Yeah.
It is 66,184
Wow.
biscuits high.
Brilliant. Thank you, Harry. So you did do some research.
Yeah.
There you go, Joe. Hope that answers your question.
I
Nick,
mean that might not be the correct answer, but I did see the question, so I looked up how tall the Eiffel Tower was, and it's 33,000 centimeters. So I've just divided that by 2 because I've presumed a Biscoff is 5 mil.
is it 5 mil?
And got to 66,000.
Presumption wouldn't happen in my quizzes. I'll let you know
I
that.
know that.
Harry.
I know that, and nor in Lewis's because he just makes them up. But he yeah. So anyway, sorry. That's how I derived that answer.
Okay, Nick asks, what is everyone else's first experience of Lotus biscuits? Was it the free ones with a coffee at the hairdressers?
Now, I saw this question.
Yeah.
Hairdressers.
I mean, one, obviously, I have no need for hairdressers. As a kid, my first going to the barbers I went to, you were not getting any form of hot drink, let alone biscuit.
London tan.
Absolutely. You were in, you were out. There was no hot drinks going on.
Yeah, and same goes for Hacker Heidi in the local town, who used to cut our hair for like £4. And yes, you may end up, Beautifuls as she was called. You may well have ended up with slightly less ear than you previously had, but it was £4. But you certainly didn't get biscuits.
No. Well, we've mentioned Carl Hillwood before. Maybe he'll sponsor us.
Maybe.
I used to go there when I was.
Of course, you went to Carl Hillwood, Harry.
In the interest of fairness, I need to say that I've never had a good haircut at Carl Hillwood.
No, Mike, the sponsors.
Yeah,
what are you doing today?
Anyway, when you went to a place like that, a hair salon, you are offered a hot drink. But at what point in having your haircut are you able to have that hot drink?
Yeah, who says yes to that? Unless you.
So no one actually says yes. So Nick has obviously he's gone rogue and actually said yes, he'll have a hot drink because you're under that cape, right? And you daren't move in case Heidi slices your ear off. So you're not reaching for the cup, are you? And then when once you finish, you want to get out of there as soon as possible. Your brother Lewis would never have a drink, would he? Because he doesn't talk to people in the barbers.
Absolutely not. There's no need for talking. There's no need for hot drinks or biscuits.
In the interest of fairness, actually, Hacker Heidi, her business no longer exists. I don't know why. I presume legal reasons.
After the lawsuit.
Yeah, I don't know. She was lovely. Often smelled of gin. Very odd. Anyway,
eyeballs at this stage after it closed.
She was lovely. So I don't want her to think bad of us, and I'm aware that she owns razor blades. So let's all be friends.
It does explain some of your haircuts over the years, Phil.
Yeah, exactly.
So in my mind, I heard that as she opened a new shop called Razor Blades. She said, of course, she does own razor blades.
Oh, right. In the interest of honesty, I took the girls to a place in Ringwood called Francesco's, which was excellent. And they were brilliant with the girls, and they offered a hot drink to the girls, which they took, as did I, even though I wasn't getting a haircut. And that was really good. And they did give us a Biscoff biscuit.
Oh, well, good. Lads, I'm going to have to go, as I always like to stage and leave you with the dregs of the questions.
Well, that's fine. The dregs. I mean, we haven't actually answered Nick's question. Where was the first time you experienced Biscoff?
I don't recall. It wasn't.
Wow.
Well, there you go.
It wasn't.
More on that next week.
So I think Biscoff maybe at a Greasy Spoon Cafe as well. Oh, Mike's come back looking really angry.
Well, no. Well, I'm angry. People keep phoning me, and then I lose the call with you guys. I just wanted to say, because I know you'll have bleeped out the words, I can now later on with less pressure in the situation just say the words frog spawn, and I'll leave you to it.
Still don't understand, but I'm fine. Okay,
really good. I'll send you a WhatsApp. Okay, bye.
Can you break it down step by step, that joke?
Will do. Okay, see ya.
All right, cheers. Lewis, did they have Biscoff in London?
I don't remember kind of having them. It always felt like a really weird, like you say, in a Greasy Spoon. You were sort of having, and then you had a little sweet biscuit next to your fry-up, which felt like a weird.
So sorry, Lewis. Mike again has come back.
Sorry, I meant to say I must be Biscoff now. Okay.
You're biscuit off with us.
Yeah, you're starting to bisc me off.
Bye.
Bye. I've removed him. I won't entertain even putting him back on the show if he returns. Dear oh dear. Have you used Paddy has messaged in and said he's made a no-bake Biscoff cheesecake recently. Have you used Biscoff in cookery, either of you?
No.
Yeah, so we make Biscoff Rocky Road sometimes, which is essentially Rocky Road, but you use Biscoff instead of the biscuit. And then I think rather than chocolate, you'd use the spread, would you? I can't remember actually. I mean, I didn't make it. It was made in the house. Well, someone brought some to us once, and who had made it, and then it was decided that we might try and make it too. It's very sickly.
Yeah. I'm just thinking. Sometimes you make I'd sometimes make like a bit of a cheap banoffee pie where you just sort of crush up some digestive biscuits for the base. I'm wondering if a Biscoff base might be quite nice for that.
Well, presumably that's what Paddy's done, right? He's used it for the base and then flavouring on top.
I think so, but also on top, the Biscoff biscuits are laid around to create like a floral shape. You know, they're interspersed with blobs of cream by the looks of it.
Yeah, well, at Reeves the baker, they do something with the Biscoff as well. Whether it's it must be a donut, I think.
Reeves the baker, another company who should sponsor us after we.
They should do.
We told the world potentially that they do the best mince pies.
Yeah.
To the point where I went into Reeves the baker and I said to them, "Oh, I did hear about these mince pies on a podcast." She wasn't interested. She wasn't interested on what podcast. Disappointing behaviour, and then I still had to purchase them because I'd opened the conversation and I couldn't then just walk off.
Yeah.
So that was a shame. Okay, gents. Any other business?
Any other business? Yeah. Well, actually, Shane's Mike's not here, but actually, you do better than he does. My fantasy football team is absolutely dreadful, and I've got like 3 players, and I don't know what to do. So, can you just give me a quick bit of advice as what to do?
Have you got your free hit chip left?
Yes.
Do that.
Okay, right.
That's what everyone else is going to be doing this week.
Okay, good. And listen to whatever your podcast is called.
Fancy Threesome FPL podcast, although we didn't record this week. But listen to old stuff, which is largely irrelevant now, by all means.
Yeah.
Another podcast that also has no sponsorship.
No, never mind.
We don't want sponsorship. It's not about that. Although,
it would be nice.
I wouldn't mind a Burger King black card. Not that I live anywhere near a Burger King.
No.
Okay, Lewis, any other business? Your daughter created something incredible this morning that I would like to ask, as a fellow parent, how you've allowed to happen.
I blame to some degree
yourself?
things that I've seen on social media and then for myself. She's essentially walking around looking like a snail with a yoga ball taped to her back, which she can now throw herself backwards, bounce on, and then bounce back up onto her feet.
Very good.
Yeah, it's quite.
I may have been in Tesco last night at 9:30 buying parcel tape.
For that reason?
For that reason.
Wow. These crazy days. Okay, so you want to look like a snail, that's how you do it.
Very good.
Well, gents, it's been a pleasure. And thank you, Harry, for all your prep.
Yeah, it was good.
Well, let's not make those decisions this early on.
We'll let the listeners decide.
Yeah. Okay, have a good week, gents.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.